Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's episode we will be building a chicken coop called the Chick-Saloon. It will have this little fenced area, and then next to it there will be a more open area since the chickens will be able to free roam through the whole petting zoo. So let's get started. And before I start to talk about the chickens, I firstly wanted to talk a little bit more about the plans within the next couple of weeks with the petting zoo especially. The petting zoo will be finished in 2 more episodes after this one. So now we will be building for the chickens. Then the next episode will be about another animal or the last animal from the Barnyard Animal Pack. And then there will be one more episode where I start building all the guest facilities like toilets, a little restaurant, a playground and other exciting stuff. And after that we will actually be doing the walkthrough of the whole petting zoo area, and I'm really excited to finally show you one of the sections of this zoo in like a real-time walkthrough video where you will feel like walking through the actual petting zoo. So that is very exciting, and I cannot wait to finally show you this in this walkthrough style of a video. So there will be 3 more weeks after this one with petting zoo content basically, and after that we will be going back to the other projects of the Leuchensee Zoo. So that is very exciting. And also, as you might know, I started printing or blueprinting all of my habitats and buildings, so you will find all of these on the Steam Workshop, including the Chick-Saloon that you see right now. It will be listed down in the description, so definitely check it out in the Steam Workshop so you can see it yourself and also use it in your own petting zoo. And I did not only blueprint the whole habitat, but I also blueprinted the Chick-Saloon itself, so you can have the chicken coop and build the habitat around it yourself. And I also have a little set of the chicken coop interior. You won't really see me build these within this video, you will see them later in the cinematic shots, and as I said, you can download them on the Steam Workshop to use them yourself if you want to only have some interior pieces for your chicken coop. And of course, if you do download my blueprints, it would be amazing if you could just leave a little like and maybe a comment on there to support me a little bit more, so I can keep doing these habitats and the blueprints, of course. And it's always super exciting and just so unreal to see my blueprints on the Steam front page of the workshop. That's like just amazing. So thanks to everyone who downloads all of my blueprints and leaves a like, and yeah, just keep on checking with me on the Steam Workshop, because I will be much more active on there and putting all of the different stuff that I'm building on there, so you can all check them out in your own game and of course use them on your own. And now finally coming to the actual chicken coop that we are doing right now. So when I was looking for inspiration, saw this one picture of someone who built like something for the chickens. It is not the Chick-Saloon that you see right now, but it were these little buildings within like a chicken aviary that they had, and they all looked like little buildings from a Wild West movie, like a little saloon, and then they had the jail and another smaller building. And I just thought that they look absolutely adorable, and I just had to recreate them. And I was actually doing the mini versions before the Barnyard Pack actually released. So I was also already starting these little things, and I just had to use them. So they were sitting somewhere in the zoo for me to finally start building something for the chickens. And now that I actually did, I was so excited to actually use them. And I basically copied these mini buildings completely from the inspiration picture that I saw, because they were just so amazing and I just had to recreate them. So they are pretty much just a copy of the thing that I saw. So yeah, they don't really come out of my own like creativity. Of course, I had to kind of readjust them a little bit and make them as good as possible with the pieces that I had. Of course, I wanted to keep it pretty small. Since the Banya pack also did not release at that time, I couldn't check with the chicken model if it is actually traversable for them. The two buildings that they should go inside, or at least make it look like they go inside. And before I forget it, yes, they are traversable. The little like barn or hay storage, I called it, is traversable for the chickens, and also the mini saloon is also traversable for them, and they can go inside and, I don't know, maybe take a nap. I didn't capture them doing this within the game. But I checked the traversable area and they can. So that is very, very exciting. And as you can see, I also show you here how I build them. Of course, they will also be on the Steam Workshop, so you can use them on your own too. And since I had this mini Wild West town, I had to fit the big chicken coop within this theming. So I just decided to make a big chicken coop and call it the Chick-Saloon. So the chickens have their own little saloon that they can go into. And my idea for that was that the big chicken coop is like the main habitat for the chickens. And then we have the mini Wild West town for them to kind of free roam around and still have like a little area where they can go back to chill and have some more space from the guests, since the chickens will actually be free roaming throughout the whole petting zoo, so they can have their little space where the guests can still, of course, look at the chickens and see their little Wild West town, but the guests won't really be able to go up to the chickens, so they can have like a little area just for themselves. And at the beginning, I wanted to have an aviary in front of the big Chick-Saloon, as you have already seen a little bit prior within this video. But I actually later decided to remove the aviary itself. I was a little bit indecisive because at first I wanted to have like a normal chicken coop and then have the building itself look like the Chick-Saloon as it looks like right now, and then have the aviary in front, so that for whatever reason chickens can be within this aviary. For example, if they are hurt and they shouldn't go around all around the whole petting zoo. But the aviary itself was just blocking the view from the Chick-Saloon too much. The Chick-Saloon is, like, in my opinion, a really pretty building, so I didn't really want to cover it up with the aviary, so I decided to remove the aviary itself and then place down a low fence so that the guests can see the chickens within there. It is not blocking the view from the Chick-Saloon or the chicken coop, and the chickens still being able to feel safe within this little section. But then I was thinking, if the fence is looking the way it does, you will see it a little bit later within this video, I was like, does it even make sense to have this little fence in front of the chicken coop if the chickens are able to free roam throughout the whole zoo? And I also had a different fence in front of the little Wild West town for the chickens. So I was really indecisive, and I still kind of am, because I don't know if it simply makes sense to have this fence in front of there, because the chickens can hop over it if they want to. So definitely let me know in the comments what you think about the fencing. I might change it till I will do the walkthrough of the whole petting zoo. So once I do the walkthrough, the zoo or the petting zoo will be completely finished and I won't do any more changes then. So I definitely want to have it perfect once I do the walkthrough. So definitely let me know what you think about the fencing situation for the chicken coop. And another thing or topic that I wanted to talk about is that in the last couple of weeks since the Barnyard Animal Pack released, there were a lot of modded animals actually that I saw, for example with Leaf, that are just extremely beautiful, like other species of sheep and cows, and also for example I saw ducks, and I am kind of thinking about using modded animals, but I am not super sure. I don't use any mods at the moment, only one small mod that lets me have more color variants of the animals, because I don't know what the problem is, but with some species I don't get any of the fun color variations that we have in the game. For example, with the goats, I only had the normal brown goat and I could not get any other color from the trading center, and that was super weird. I also had this problem with another species at some point, but I don't quite remember what it was. So that's the very first and only mod that I have right now, just so I can have some more color variations. But I was thinking about adding, for example, ducks within this game, and they would be modded animals, of course. And I am not quite sure if I want to use them yet. I definitely will go use modded animals at some point if there won't be any more DLCs, if Frontier stops supporting PlanetZoo itself. So at some point I will use modded animals, but I don't know if I want to use them right now, because at first I wanted to say, okay, I will use all of the animals that we have, and if we don't have any more animals that I can build for, that I did not already build for at some point, I want to go and check out the amazing modded animals that we have. But now, since we have, for example, ducks within this game, I just absolutely adore ducks. I just love them, and I also was wishing for them within the Barnyard pack. Or a petting zoo animal pack itself. I was actually kind of predicting the Barnyard Animal Pack, or at least I was wishing for a petting zoo DLC, and I was also wishing for ducks. And now seeing these amazing modded ducks that we have, I kind of want to use them. So definitely let me know, what do you guys think about modded animals themselves and about me using modded animals in my zoo, and also of course building habitats for them and putting the speed builds on YouTube. If you guys are even interested in seeing habitats for modded animals, for example the ducks, I was thinking about doing a little duck pond within the petting zoo area. I was also thinking about adding the mutes one, but I have different plans for this one, so maybe a small duck pond within the petting zoo area would be also nice. So definitely let me know to make the decision a little bit easier for me, because of course I want to make content that is also interesting for you, and if you are all just not interested in modded animals at all, I might not be doing any content for them as long as Frontier still puts out DLCs for PlanetZoo. And we are almost at the very end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it and that you loved the way I designed the chicken coop in this Wild West theming. And leave a like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any more videos that are about to come. And definitely check out all the different blueprints regarding the chicken coop on the Steam workshop. As I said, we have the whole habitat, the chicken coop itself, then the chicken coop interior, and also the little Wild West town. So definitely go ahead and check them out. They are all linked down in the description of this video. I hope to see you in my next episode. Until then, bye guys!